Greetings everyone and welcome to Spacing Out. I'm Maureen Elsberry.
And I'm Alejandro Rojas. Thank you for joining us.
We're here to get you caught up on the news, so here are some of the UFO stories that have made headlines recently.
Many know that accomplished musician and businessman Tom DeLonge has a strong interest in UFOs and other mysteries. The veteran UFO researcher has invested more than 20 years into researching and investigating the UFO phenomenon.
In 2011, Tom DeLonge and his band Angels and Airwaves launched Strange Times, a website that featured UFO and other news not typically reported by mainstream media, including news by Open Minds. But the site went offline in 2012, and when Jason McClellan and I interviewed DeLonge on Spacing Out in December of 2012, he explained that the site was in holding pattern, but he alluded to new ideas and directions for the Strange Times project.
In addition to keeping busy with his band, Blink-182, and his shoe company, Macbeth, DeLonge has been working tirelessly on the upcoming Angels and Airwaves album that complements an animated short film titled Poet Anderson, the Dreamwalker. But DeLonge hasn't forgotten about Strange Times. Fortunately, recent clues suggest that Strange Times is actually getting closer to a relaunching.
On November 5th, DeLonge posted a video to his Instagram account that was shot during a recent trip around Area 51, Nevada's top secret facility. He included in the video's caption, "For those who think I'm only working on Poet, you better get ready for Strange Times." He also posted a photo that shows the back gate of Area 51 in the background.
Exactly what DeLonge has planned for the revamped Strange Times is still unknown, but based on the clues so far, it's looking like the project will be much more interesting than a simple news website.
Testimony about UFOs and extraterrestrial life that was presented at the citizen hearing on disclosure is now available for viewing.
The citizen hearing on disclosure took place from April 29th to May 3rd, 2013 at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. Military personnel, government officials, researchers, activists, and witnesses from around the world convened at this event to present testimony in front of 6 former members of the United States Congress about events and evidence indicating an extraterrestrial presence engaging the human race.
In late September 2014, Ruben Langdon and Jeremy Corbell, the team behind the citizen hearing footage, released evening lectures presented at the citizen hearing on video on demand. These 10 lectures provided the first look at the citizen hearing footage, and on Wednesday, November 12th, video of the actual testimony that was presented during the hearing was also made available on video on demand.
The filmmakers describe, with over 30 hours of testimony from 40 witnesses over 5 days, the event was the most concentrated body of evidence regarding the extraterrestrial subject ever presented to the press and the general public at one time.
20 videos make up these official testimony presentations. Viewers have the option to rent or buy individual videos. All 20 videos can also be rented or purchased together at a discounted rate. And you can see the available citizen hearing videos at vimeo.com/ondemand/CHD. A Michigan witness near Auburn Hills in Rochester reported capturing an inbound triangle UFO that he feels might be stealth aircraft, according to testimony he gave to the Mutual UFO Network.
MUFON Communications Director Roger Marsh explains that the sighting occurred during a CE5 outing with a group of people at 8 p.m. on November 2nd, 2014. These are outings where people attempt to establish communication with extraterrestrials.
The group met at the organizer's house in Auburn Hills, the witness stated. When we were heading out to the cars to make half-mile journey to our selected field, we noticed the skies were perfectly clear, an excellent night to be stargazing. It was fairly bright as the moon was overhead and about 70% full.
The group then drove to the site about half a mile away. We again looked skyward and this time commented on 3 chemtrails being visible. We grabbed our chairs and walked a couple hundred feet to the middle of the field and set up our chairs and blankets. That process couldn't have taken more than 15 minutes.
Then the witness noticed more of what was considered to be chemtrails in the sky, 15 in total, nearly obscuring the sky. The witness began shooting video with night vision recording equipment. Somewhere about 30 minutes into this session, I saw a triangle craft appear from the north on a southerly trajectory, the witness explains.
The witness continues, it was emitting light from each of its 3 corners. Its altitude seemed to be at least several thousand feet. I called out that I saw an inbound triangle, and the guy next to me tried frantically to see what I was talking about. He didn't have any light-enhancing devices and never ended up seeing the craft.
The witness reviewed the night vision footage on the following day, and the footage revealed what the witness believes are additional unidentified objects. I hadn't reviewed more than 5 minutes of video when I saw what looked like a huge moving craft behind the clouds. I then created a program to step through the frames one at a time so I could see what was going on. It ended up being what looked like a huge stealth craft with 2 more fast-moving lights, the witness explains.
The witness goes on to speculate, when there are 3 craft in 2 separate encounters within 30 minutes of each other, this is beyond coincidence. Now, considering the clouds that were specifically created being chemtrails and only over a relatively localized area, and there was a flurry of advanced technology overhead, it is undeniable that the chemtrails were anything but specifically placed there to shield us from seeing what was going on overhead.
The witness believes the recorded objects are more likely man-made advanced technology because they didn't exhibit out-of-this-world maneuvering capabilities. But speculation and conspiracy theories aside, the footage of this unidentified triangle craft is pretty fascinating video. But there are a lot of speculation going on in this video as well. He's saying that it's undeniable proof that chemtrails were placed there to hide this technology. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I think there's issues with that. First of all, chemtrails are supposedly to kind of make us sick or something like that. I'm not a big subscriber to the theory of chemtrails. But also, he said they're trying to hide the UFOs and stuff going on above, which they obviously failed at miserably if he was able to get something.
Right.
Assuming that those were something interesting. In his video, I think a lot of what he sees is explainable. However, I really do think the triangular, the 3 dots that fly across the screen are really interesting. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and this is very similar to other triangle objects that have been spotted on night vision before, and I think that's a big testament to how important night vision equipment is in sky watching and spotting things that you can't see with the normal eye. However, it's very quite possible that this is a military object. We don't know at this point.
He thought it was military, in which case shining a laser at it like you see him do in the video is a really bad idea. In fact, it's illegal.
And dangerous.
Yeah, and dangerous. So the jury's out. A lot of some of the people we use for analysis are still looking at, and they still think there's something to some of the other night vision triangle videos. I haven't heard back from them on this one. I've sent out some feelers, and of course we'll let people know if we hear more.
Definitely. You can go watch that video on our website, openminds.tv. Now, you may have seen that video of a car allegedly being abducted by a UFO making the rounds this week. And sadly, not surprisingly, there were many people falling for this obvious hoax. So Jason McClellan is here to explain the many indications that this video is a simple fabrication.
A recent video shows a car driving down a quiet street when all of a sudden a flash of light is seen and the car vanishes from sight. The video was uploaded to YouTube on Friday, November 7th by the user The Paranormal Frequency with the title UFO OVNI, Car Gets Abducted in Cavalier, North Dakota. The only details provided with the video come from the video's description that states, a security camera in Cavalier, North Dakota caught this strange event that looks as though a car has been abducted by a UFO or something else. In the video, the car is shown driving toward the camera. Although the video's description refers to this camera as a security camera, it's actually a city-owned live webcam located on Main Street and First Avenue in Cavalier. As the car approaches the camera, a bright flash and a strange droning sound occur, then the car disappears. Now, some of you may be saying, wow, what a stupid video, it's obviously fake. Why is this idiot wasting my time talking about a lame hoax video? Well, here's why. Although many quickly peg this video as a fake, there are also many who firmly believe its authenticity. And it's made its rounds in the media, so let's call it an educational exercise and take a minute or two to explore the many red flags indicating that this incredible video is a simple hoax. The first red flags are in the video's title and description. Beginning the title with the words UFO and OVNI, which is the UFO equivalent in other parts of the world, suggests that the person who posted the video intended for the title to be sensational and wanted to attract attention. After all, there is no UFO or OVNI depicted in this video. Next, the poster added several keywords within the video's description, including UFO, UFOs, UFO sighting, and UFO filmed, just to name a few. Again, the purpose of this is likely to attract viewers. The YouTube channel on which this video was posted, The Paranormal Frequency, was just created on November 7th, the day of the video's upload. And The Paranormal Frequency hasn't responded to any of the comments left on the North Dakota video. Instead, this user has posted several comments containing links to other videos on YouTube. UFO caught during live BBC News, and President Obama's shape-shifting reptilian proof, just to name a few. Looking at the North Dakota video, both the bright flash and the droning sound seem quite artificial. When looking at the moment the flash begins, there is no apparent source of the flash. Rather, all light sources seem to uniformly increase in intensity before the entire screen flashes white. This identical flash can be recreated with video editing software. I reproduced the effect to illustrate what basic editing skills and a couple minutes can easily accomplish. Although the North Dakota video is not a definitive hoax, there is plenty of evidence making that possibility likely.
That's all for this episode of Spacing Out. Visit our website, openminds.tv, for all the latest UFO news. Also, don't forget to register for the 2015 International UFO Congress. It's the largest annual UFO conference in the world, taking place February 18th through the 22nd in Fountain Hills, Arizona. All that information is at ufocongress.com.
Let us know if you enjoyed today's episode by liking the episode on YouTube and leaving us your comments in the section below. You can also download our podcast, Open Minds UFO Radio, on iTunes or at openminds.tv/radio. Thanks again for joining us today. I'm Alejandro Rojas.
And I'm Maureen Elsberry. We'll see you in the future.